to the middle, and then the spinorama.
Welcome to Flyers Alley, bozo.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Flyers Alley, Season 8, Episode 6. This glorious Sunday afternoon of a very successful, short but successful week of Flyers hockey. Corey in the house. How you doing, brother? It's been a little bit. The treadmill master.
I'm the master of the treadmill.
Okay. How we doing down in where you're at?
The weather sucked this week down here, man. It was nothing but overcast and rainy and gloomy all week, and I hated it. All good, though. Got a short week. Monday, Tuesday this week. I'll probably come home. I'll either leave late Tuesday night, like 10 o'clock, or I'll probably just come home Wednesday morning at like 4 a.m.
Right.
I'm not dealing with Thanksgiving travel.
No, I wouldn't want to do that either.
That's what I said. I'll just leave Tuesday night at like 10, or I'll just come home Wednesday morning at like 4.
Right.
Suck. I'll be home, though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you got to get back. Got to do your thing. That also works. I mean, can't be too mad at you, I guess. Yeah, just ripping around up here. You're not missing anything, really. But the holidays are ripping around. And we do every year. Sorry, I'm trying to input this in.
Do your thing, man. Oh, what we were talking earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, did you get it?
1 second. Yep. Yes, I did. So I am just trying to input something we used to do on Flyers Alley, and I'm getting it rolling again because obviously some people have some shit to say. So, I'd like to hear it. Yeah, the holidays are ripping through. We also we try to tell everybody as much as possible to rip our sponsors. We got some cool sponsors for the holidays, got some promo codes for everybody, but yeah, it was an interesting week. We're getting into the holidays, so things are starting to slow down. It's gonna be a short week for everybody. So I go in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then done for a while. The girls are off all week.
Yeah, Wednesdays, because we're considered out of town. Wednesday's our travel day, so they give us a travel day before the holiday. So
Nice of them.
What, Christmas is on a Thursday this year? I think it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's like Thursday, so Christmas Eve is Wednesday, so Tuesday's our travel day, which kind of sucks because I have to go in for one freaking day.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle it with us. I know that, so Christmas Eve is on. We have off Christmas Eve and Christmas. So, like, I already scheduled to, like, go in Christmas, the Monday, the Tuesday, and then have, Wednesday, Thursday off, and then
Wednesday's Christmas
off on the Friday.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm not looking forward to doing one day for Christmas week. It's like, you know what? We're off that Wednesday, and then we come back like January 5th. I'm like, all right, cool. But then we don't have any days off until Memorial Day.
There you are.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's the holidays. You know how it is. Things are a little wild.
Yeah, but, speaking of wild, I see the Bell household had a shindig last night.
Yeah, so it was I'm gonna be honest with you. It was my birthday was on Tuesday. I'm now 39 years young. But yeah, so I celebrate. I was sick, so I Brandon Pauls also says, "What's up, fellas? What's going on, buddy?" Yeah, I was sick as hell. I apparently had a 102 fever while I was at work, so I came home and kind of breezed through it. But yeah, so I celebrated this weekend. Had Gritty Frank over. I just want to keep it low key, but it was everything but that. And they were
Well, I
ripping-
mean, between the Flyers game last night and Notre Dame, I mean,
Oh,
I can't believe you're functional.
Yeah, and we did start at that time. I couldn't believe that Notre Dame game, dude. Oh my God, Syracuse needs to just end their football program.
Let's just say I hit the over on the game just fine.
No way, no
Yes,
way.
Yes,
I
did.
heard before, and not to talk off topic. Well, I mean, we're talking about Notre Dame, so I don't give a shit. But yeah, I heard the announcer was like, "Get ready for like the upset of the year." I said, "Yeah, for who? Like
For who? For what?
Notre Dame mowed them. Unreal."
Yeah, the over under was like 60, like 64 and a half, I think it was. Yeah, let's just say I smoked that bet last night.
Thank you, brother.
Gee.
G says, "What's up, guys? Happy belated, Jesse. Thank you." It was a good time. I got video. Like I said, I sent you guys a video. Charlotte is, dude, I don't know what's happening. She is just like my absolute like sports buddy. Like everything Notre Dame. Whenever they score, I hit the button and the Notre Dame song goes off on the Bluetooth speaker. She comes running down, doing a dance and all this. It's great,
dude. She's your protege.
But
look at him. He's like, don't do that.
Even the bad stuff, yeah.
There's nothing bad about that. She's an Irish fan. Nobody gives.
I'm saying even the bad stuff she's got from me, so
it's all good, man.
But yeah. With that being said, yeah, it was a successful weekend for the Irish and the Flyers. But before we get into this, make sure everybody goes and likes us on Facebook at facebook.com/Flyers Alley, on Twitter at Flyers Alley Pod 1, and Instagram at Flyers Alley. We are also, I forgot to do that. We should probably, there we go. Boom. Give me 1 second. We are now, you got to go click live on Instagram for it to go live. We're live on Olde City Sports Network's Instagram as well. If you guys want to go, if you're an Instagrammer, go check us out there. And make sure you guys go to Olde City's YouTube and subscribe to that and hit the little bell to make sure you're notified of everything and every time we go live. Make sure you guys go to oldcitysports.com for your favorite OCSN podcast articles and sponsors, and check out our merch shop at ocsn-shop.fourthwall.com. And those links are in the description. And now we are going to also advertise this. I'm going to have this scrolling at the bottom for most of this show. Call into the OCSN landline at 302-615-0744. Tell us what you think of this week's games. Be live on the show. Yeah, maybe I'll change that over somehow. I can't have that scrolling at the bottom.
That'll drive you nuts.
Yeah. And Brandon Paul says, I agree with Armin on his conspiracy theory too. They need to stop putting the hat trick alert. Yeah, I think that's right.
34 minutes of that last night.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
34 minutes. Come on. Just stop.
Also, if you so if you saw our background, it's a little different this week. It was the Bernie Perrant celebration of life. Obviously we all know Bernie passed away, but I thought they did a good job. It was an absolute tearjerker if you're a human being. Bobby Clark hit the nail on the head. Bill Clement had some things to say.
Oh, he had me. Bobby Clark had me.
Yeah. Rough stuff, but yeah, legend. So I honestly hope they keep that one behind the net for the rest of time. There's no reason to take it off.
I was almost kind of thinking, instead of like for next year, like I understand this year with the patch. I think next year, dude, they should just have a one on the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
From now until ever.
I don't see why not. I don't see why. But at the same time, the one thing that they did skip when I think it was Bobby Clark, and this is not a jab towards him, it was naming the guys that passed away, definitely did not mention Mel Bridgman. So yeah,
I'm still on my high horse with that team of Danny Briere, bring back Kate Smith.
God, I was sent that over by our guy, and it was like we were looking for like moron of the week type stuff, and I was like, I can't put that up. we can get into it. Maybe we'll bring it up.
Oh, for what?
I was asking for a moron of the week, and then our guy sent it over and was just like, "How do you like this one?" And it was someone just said, "Bring back the Kate Smith statue," and I'm like, "It's not coming back." But
I know.
Let's say cancel culture. And this is exactly what I said to our guy. That would revive cancel culture immediately. So we're in a good spot right now. Not that I wouldn't like to see it back, but
even if you don't, I think they should at least bring back Kate Smith singing "God Bless America."
I have no objections to that whatsoever. The duo with her and
Lauren Hart is dude, it makes me water up every time.
Yeah,
dude, just the goosebumps straight down the back.
It's a goosebump getter. All right, well, let's get into this. Enough of the dark, well, not dark stuff, but the sad stuff. But yeah, everyone will remember Bernie Perron. He's the man. So, it was a good celebration of life. But all right, let's get into Flyby Games, brought to you by Riverlily Coffee Co. I kind of do want. I do want this scrolling. Just put this on there. Yeah, I do want that in there. So if someone wants to call in, they can call in. We're probably gonna get some idiots, but I can screen them. So when it does call in, it will tell me your call by, and then they have to talk, and then we can go.
That's okay, because we might be able to get a moron of the week today.
Well, I have one.
Oh, okay.
I do have one. And just we get a live one, But
makes good content.
Yeah. All right, so we did have it. Like I said, we did have a short week. Flyers versus the Blues, an overtime win, 3-2. Let's see. Justin, I will say he's not part of the Flyers, but Justin Falk had himself a night. Almost got a hat trick in the first period of the game, but
a natty too.
Yeah, it's just I was talking to somebody at work, and they're like, "Oh, that guy sucks." I'm like, "Hey, normally he's like not that type of dude, but he just definitely found his niche."
I don't think he sucks. I just think he's kind of, unfortunately, it's the same thing with Jim Montgomery. I mean, he's kind of just buried there in St. Louis.
Oh shit! Hold on a second. Hold on, real quick. I can't. Oh my god.
Justin Falk's not terrible. He's got 14 points in 22 games as a defenseman.
Sorry.
I fail to see how he's terrible. I mean,
no, I don't mean terrible.
Like I said, he's got 14 points in 22 games, and he's got 8 over his last 10. I don't think that's terrible.
He's got 6 goals.
6 goals. Okay, so he's got 12. Maybe I read wrong.
Yeah, I was just so those two were his 5th and 6th of the season in the first period, but then the Flyers come back. They put up Rodrigo Abols, his first of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's accurate, is it?
That is.
Is it really?
He had a goal, but I think it was tipped in by Brink earlier in the year.
Okay. Well, he gets his first of the season, assisted by Zegras and Tippett in the second period. Forrester gets his 5th of the season in the third period, assisted by TK and Andre. And then Sanheim gets that beauty, his 2nd of the season, assisted by TK and Couturier. Is that really his 2nd of the season?
Who?
Is the score messing with me right now?
I don't think so, dude.
Wow, no, that's crazy. He's 2nd goal in 20 games. Okay, but yeah, so Vladar, that was a Vladar win. Left the game with a .931 save percentage, and the shots on goal percentage for our total was in favor of the Blues, 29-28. Penalties in that game was a little weird. Zegras got his 2-minute minor for hooking, and then Andre got tripping. I don't know. I don't want to get into that rant because that rant gets dirty.
That's a 40-minute conversation.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'm trying to watch this Age of Disclosure. You know about that? I'm not where. I'll tell you later.
Especially considering, like I said, I went out to dinner last night with Katie, and it just I didn't get to watch the game, so I caught up this morning. I got up, watched the Devils game this morning. Yeah, we're not going to talk about penalties because if we start talking about penalties, I'm going to go on a rant about the Timo Meier hit on Sanheim. I'm going to go on the rant with whatever the fellow Russian from the Devils was that jammed Mitchkov's head into the blue line. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. That's a rabbit hole for another episode.
I didn't put it in on purpose. Last week by the time we were done, I was like, holy shit, dude, like we gotta wrap this up. We're getting into it, but
we could do a whole episode on it. So it's a rabbit hole for another day.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's good to I will say that they answered my prayers yesterday, and we'll get into that game next, obviously. But the Sanheim goal was great. It's nice to see him putting himself in the position to score, because I will say one of the segments we have for Alley Talk is about someone being out of position a lot and starting to concern me a little bit. But yeah, thoughts on this game, overtime win against the Blues.
I'm tired of playing from behind. I understand from yesterday, but what is it? The Flyers have 9. Is it 8 or 9?
What's that?
Comeback wins this year.
I'm not sure. It's a lot.
I just can't keep dealing with it. I mean, I understand it was a little bit of rusty. They were 4 days off? 3 days off? Something like that. I understand the rust, but my God, did that first period look. I understand, Bush and Tocchet were talking about they didn't think the Flyers looked that bad in the first period. The defense was just absolutely god-awful out of position in the first period. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom.
Right.
We're to wake up. But to me, the first goal is always the most important.
I would say, yeah, too. There's a couple things that I'm concerned about, which is one of them is having to play from behind, come back in. But the fact that they can do it means it does mean that they're not out of any game.
No.
There's only been 3 games this season. I did count after that. Who was it that we got literally massacred by not that long ago?
We got beat pretty bad by Dallas.
I think that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 5-1 Dallas. If you go, I'm going back right now. Let's see. It was 5-1 Dallas, and the Maple Leafs was 5-2 November 1st, and then after or before that was the Kraken. Oh, no, it wasn't. Nope. Let's see. That's it. So we've got literally.
Yeah, that Dallas game was painful.
Yeah, so the Maple Leafs 5-2, they beat us, and then the Stars beat us 5-1 on the 15th.
I mean, Dallas is a good team, dude. It's just.
Yeah, it's you're losing the good. You're getting, and it is 5-1. That sucks, but it's only been twice this season. So I mean, they're in every single. You can legitimately say they're in every single. They've been in every single game this season besides 2.
If I remember correctly, the Flyers have 8 wins when they've allowed 2 or less goals this year.
Right.
It's not bad out of 11 wins so far for the season.
Would you say that you're getting the record that you're on track for getting the record that you wanted them to get?
I'm still sticking with 9 games over 500.
I think we're in good shape for that.
Contrary to what every other jackass that I've sent you, and I might just name drop a few of them.
That's fine. Yeah.
Frank Saravalli, one of them.
Yeah, that is something that I knew I was missing something I wanted to talk about, and that is definitely. Me off. Yeah, I'm not into the what is it the
tanking, as he calls it,
tanking, and what really concerns me about that actually is the fact that where we're at. I'm trying to find it right now. I had it earlier. Let me get it up here. It doesn't make sense for the position right here. We're 4th in the Metro. We're tied by 1 point with Pittsburgh and Columbus at 25 points, and we're right underneath of the Islanders at 26 points.
26.
So we're in the second wild card position, and you're talking about tanking.
20-some games, 21, 22 games into the season?
Yeah.
Dude, we're
20 flat.
20 flat. Okay, so we're just a tick. Well, actually, yeah, we're a third of the way through the season, and you're already talking about throwing in the towel so you can draft a franchise center. Shut the hell up.
It's really concerning because it's so explain to me, and I know we're in flyby games, whatever, it doesn't matter. So and this is my theory, and I'm gonna be right. I know I'm gonna be right about this because I've dove so deep into it. Because the Metro and the East Coast are so bad this year, there are very, very few teams that are. I mean, you got to worry about. Let's see, Carolina, maybe. And I mean,
sleep on Carolina,
right? But then you have the Panthers, who we really, we kind of know how to get through that situation. That's pretty much it. You really don't have to worry. We just gave it to the Devil, and we're going to talk about it now. So we beat the Devil 6-3 last night. So if
they came out swinging.
Right. We sat back, we figured it out. So like my thing is so say, and I guess I have to educate everybody, like Frank Saravalli, we don't play the West in a playoff bracket until the final. So even if we do go to the final and get the brakes blown off us, we just made it to the final. And I'm not saying that's gonna happen. It's got a pretty good chance of happening. You can't say that it's like a 13th. I'm not. That doesn't make sense for anyone who's paying attention. The Sabres suck. The Rangers suck. The fucking Islanders are questionable.
Boston's 10-9.
Right. I mean, these teams. Tampa Bay is fucking shit.
Oh.
Nashville is fucking shit. Like I know they may be in like a different. But I'm just talking about East Coast. Period.
Yeah, you're basically running down the 81 corridor, 95 corridor.
What are we doing here? What are we talking about here? We have a real chance. And is it because the rest of the teams suck? Yeah, but I'll fucking take that. Well, that's not our fault. We're playing good hockey here. We're 11-6. We're fourth in the Metro.
11-6-3. And we got it. Hey, it's not our fault that Danny Briere went out and got us a goalie finally.
Right. Brandon Pauls chimes in and says, and we have never been shut out yet. Too, and G says Saravalli's comments in that interview were crazy. But and G, I know you haven't been with us a lot, but I'm glad you're here. Diehard Flyers, Phillies, Eagles, Sixers fan. Diehard. Here we go.
My parents' neighbor. Every time I'm over the house, always talking sports with me. I love the guy.
Good. Love that. I'm the owner of the network. I care about clicks and views, but at the same time, we're not going to put out misinformation and shit just to get those clicks and views. Now you got Frank Saravalli, who's actually part of a big company that covers. I think he's the head chairman of the Philadelphia Hockey Writers Association.
Something like that.
And it's
I
like
don't know the actual one, but yeah.
You can't fucking put shit out like that. You already got Snow the goalie, who literally will not stay away from our territory. Them fucking guys are up our ass every 10 seconds. You got Russ Joy and you got Ant Sanfilippo putting this shit out on a constant basis. And it's all shit for clicks and view. What are you talking about? You want to tank for Gavin McKenna? Why would we tank in a season where we can actually make a record happen here that hasn't happened in years? Why would we tank just for this kid that's not going to play right away anyway? Gavin McKenna could play right away, but like he's not gonna.
He's not gonna.
Just stop. Just stop. And we're not going to get it anyway. We're not going to get him. So stop with the fucking yak like we're going to get him. Anyway, so I hate that. I'm so glad you brought that up. I knew I was forgetting something.
You're welcome. Usually I'm really good at doing that to you.
It's just
like the topic of conversation that we were talking about earlier. You sent back to me. You're like, yeah, dude, you and me, same wavelength. They're
good. That hangover's gone now. I'll tell you right now. My fucking adrenaline just ripped that apart. Anyway, perfect example. second in the Metro now, 13-7-1. Flyers end the week at 11-6-3, fourth in the Metro. Beat the Devils 6-3. Obviously, Noah Cates unassisted goal gets his fifth of the season. Matt Vemichkov gets his fifth of the season. Mm-hmm. Another fifth of the season, assisted by Couturier. Tyson Forrester gets his sixth of the season, assisted by TK and Noah Cates. Forrester gets another one by Cates and Sealer. And then second period, Brink comes out with goal assisted by Couturier. And then Zegras gets his seventh of the season, assisted by Tippett and Dvorak in the third to wrap it up 6-3. Vladar was the goalie in that game, left the game in .914 save percentage, and the shots against each other total were New Jersey 35, Flyers 29. Forrester, Cates, and Vladar got the stars of the game. Just saying.
As well as they should have.
Yeah. That place was humming. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we weren't able to get anyone in the press box of the. It makes sense. It is what it is. The last game against the Blues, though, we had both of the Grace kids were there. They had said that place was humming. Mark Ramos was there last night. I want to hear what he has to say about how loud that place was. Yeah, this is it's a big deal here because we thought this was going to be a loss. It makes sense to be a loss. Flyers came out. They came out to play too. So a little bit upset that they started taking their foot off the gas at the end there. But I mean, this is basically what happened. So I found that this morning and was like, what the hell is this?
Yo, that dude kind of looks like TK a little bit.
A little bit. The guy's like about to throw the hammer fist.
Yeah, the guy in the gray button-down shirt, like literally above the Devils fans. He kind of looks like TK a little bit.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, okay. This guy. So we got this. I don't know what's happening, but this is what happens. Okay, I'm sorry. Just allegedly, I don't know where this came. This definitely looks like it's from the 90s, by the way.
It's tough to say where this actually is because there's a Devils fan there and there's a guy wearing a Canada t-shirt, but then there's a dude wearing a Flyer shirt.
I feel like this guy right down here with the hair. There's right by the Devils. It looks like an usher that's he's joining in as well. It doesn't look like he's trying to help the guy at all. So it's probably Philly.
The dude with the do.
The dude with the do.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what it was. So
I mean, Jake Allen's not a bum of a goalie, and Markstrom's just dude. From what I had Markstrom last year in fantasy, and unbelievable year he had up until Christmas. I think he was like 13-2 until he went out on the disabled list on the IR last year. But I don't know. Are they in that bad a shape without Dino Nuggets, boy?
Oh, Armin asked me to get that. I dropped the ball on that. I think I'm gonna get it anyway. I'll go grab it. I'll put it out there.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, listen, I riddled off. I gotta say, Dougie Hamilton did come back for that game. He wasn't when I announced the injuries. He was not available. But I can't even get them now because the game's over. But
yeah, and then he got bowed over in the third period by Delorier.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that as well. But yeah, this is I like this. Obviously, if you're a Flyers fan, this is exactly the type of thing you want to see. But there's crickets about Delorier. But we're gonna get into that. Your thoughts on this game? You just watched this. I know you got a couple things you have to say, but yeah.
We're not, like I said, we won't do penalty thing. I'm not doing it. I'm not climbing down. I'm not doing that today. Hell, we could do an hour and a half long episode just on some penalties. What are you mixing a cocktail over there?
Yeah, it's my dude kombucha. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't drink things I can't spell.
Part of the detox, bro.
Yeah, I don't drink things I can't spell.
All right.
All right. No, it's the defense last night was a total different story than it was for the St. Louis game. I was very happy with the play yesterday. It just
Let me rip these real quick. We'll get to hold on.
Yeah,
Greg
go for it.
Contour says, I hate seeing posts about tanking for McKenna. Everybody, I mean, if you're knowledgeable, you do. Brandon Paul says that 3 goals in 26 seconds was crazy. Yeah, that's where the Bell House was home in. Saying it was bad. G says this season is about developing young guys, seeing what we have, and lining ourselves up for next summer. Playoff experience is a bonus. And Brandon says, how about Delorier getting under players' skin last night? It was amazing. Yeah, we're going to get into that.
what he does best.
You go ahead now. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Garner Hathaway. There you go.
Yep.
There it is. There you go, boy.
Make you feel a little bit better knowing that y'all share roughly a birthday.
Yeah, you're pretty close. I'm not saying maybe drinking partners or something. I don't know. You guys might not know that.
For all we know, he could put us under the table, which is tough to do.
Listen, I am slacking. I'm literally stopping myself at 10 now. It's not even stopping. I'm getting tired.
Speaking of just drinking, I had a buddy of mine reach out to me. He was looking for something to do over Christmas break to start something, and he wanted to do something over the summer. And he was like, "I'm thinking about putting together a drinking podcast." I was like, "Don't do it."
Hard pass.
I said, "Don't do it." He was like, "Why?" I said, "Because we did
do it right."
I said, "We did it. We did it right." And I said, "I'm going to tell you right now, it was rough.
It was great, but it definitely.
Oh, it was a grand time, but having somebody yak on air and just trying to, I didn't forget that part.
It did happen.
It did happen, but it was just. I said to him, I said, "Don't do it, dude." Well, I'm gonna give it a try, and I said, "You will instantly regret. Trust me."
I legit don't have a taste for any kind. I will try Hathaway's for sure. We'll 100% do that. That is the only exception I'll make. I'm literally I'm down to garage beer and Miller Lite. I'm just don't want to even touch them anymore. Unless it's the one.
Still drinking my PBR strong.
Well, there you go. But so this is a good game here. It's what we want. It's a good way to end a short week. Got 4 points out of 2 games. So yeah, it's the way we want to go. So we'll move on to upcoming games brought to you by SeatGeek. All right, upcoming games is brought to you by SeatGeek. Go download that bad boy. If you're just going to use the website, then just use the website. Be weird. But use promo code Olde City Sports Network, all one word, for $20 off. The Phantoms are literally killing it right now. Me and Gritty Frank were watching them put an absolute clinic on the Springfield. What's that? Thunderbirds or whatever. Thunderbirds.
I believe they're in second.
Not sure, but I know they lost their last game. But they're you better watch out, boys. These kids are coming and they're going to be good. So make sure if you're going to see them, use the promo code, save $20, and usually go to the game for like, what's that? They're
in third place. Providence and Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
They lost against Providence. Yeah.
Wilkes-Barre is in first at 27 points. Providence is at 26 in second. Lehigh Valley, third place with 25. So 2 points only separate from first place.
Oh, that's, I've noticed that we always have a team that we're credentialed with that's in the playoffs in the AHL. So and the ECHL. So, but yeah, if you're going to one of those games, save $20. Literally pay $10 for a ticket for the most part, and get it done. I'm gonna put this back up because fucking goons to call in. But yeah, use it up. So anyway, tomorrow we have the Lightning. I guess they're not as bad as we thought they were. They're 12-7-2 and second in the Atlantic. Vladar is expected to play. So is Vasilevsky. Their injuries are as follows. Point, day-to-day, undisclosed. Kucherov, day-to-day, undisclosed. Hedman, undisclosed. McDonough, undisclosed. Holmberg, undisclosed. And Crozier, undisclosed. And we just have good old Risto.
How many undisclosed could you have?
Yeah, I don't know what they what's going on there. Maybe a strip club.
I mean, Hedman's long term. I know that much.
Yeah, a couple of them are
Braden Point and Kucherov. I think I guess they're downgraded now to just being out, but I remember them being week to week.
Yeah, I'm using the score, so
yeah,
I don't give a shit anyway. To be honest with you. But this is away. This is at the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa. You can watch this on The Spot. I guess that's down in Florida. And then if you're up here at NBC Sports Philadelphia, watch this thing. I'm telling you all now, if you don't have Hulu Live or you don't have YouTube TV, get the Peacock Sports Philadelphia Sports package. It is on there for the most part. And if it's not, I mean, you can get it. It's not a big deal, but they're switching it around. Like Notre Dame was on NBC the other day, but then I was able to watch it on Peacock. They're switching shit around on me, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Vasilevsky's 8-5-2, and Vladar's 8-4-1. So this could be an absolute battle of the goalies, which kind of like that. So that's on Monday. I'm gonna go with a win on that one. You gotta keep going. Strike while on top. But then Wednesday we have the Panthers. So we're doing the battle of the Panhandle here, I guess.
They got a scroll of people out.
Let's take a look. Whoa, holy, yeah, we got Aaron Ekblad. I don't know who Schwind is. Ekblad's out with an illness. That's probably COVID or some shit. Schwinn with an arm. He's out.
He's got a broken arm.
Does he? Okay.
Yep.
Luosterainen, lower body out. Gadjevich, upper body IR. Kulikov, upper body IR. Nosek, IR. What's NR?
NR.
Yeah, it says IR-NR. So is Kachuk. Not returning, I guess. Not returning.
Well, Kachuk is long term. You know that.
Yeah, and then Barkov is IR with a knee. And like I said, he had
ACL surgery.
Yeah.
Evidently, I read somewhere that he is skating again.
Who's that?
Barkov.
Not yet. Get out of
no, evidently.
don't come back yet.
don't wait like another month.
So Bobrovsky's obviously going to play this game. Comes in at a 10-6-0 record with a 887 save percentage. And Vladar's coming in 8-4-1 at a 912. So there's no reason why we can't win this one too. We've done it before. So that's an interesting one. My concern this week is going to be these next ones that I'm about to talk about. Black Friday. We have the Islanders at 4:00.
Urson.
Yeah, that's gonna be Urson for sure. This is at Belmar Park. Was a USB Arena in New York. You can watch it on NBC Sports Philly. It's looking like it says that Vladar is expected, but I doubt that's how it's going to be.
He's not going to play 4 out of 5 games this week.
Right. Sorokin, whatever. He's expected as well. Their injuries. I know that Romanov just got hurt. Varlamov is on IR with a knee. He's one of their goalies. Ethan Bear. I don't know what happened to him. He's just gone. It says undisclosed. IR, and then Engvall is a long-term IR with an ankle. So,
he's undisclosed, but he's jumped from week to week to out to day to day to out, and it's like,
oh my God, look at this.
Is he?
So I just jumped over to the Devils because we have the Devils the next day. Urson's expected for that. Whatever. We don't need to get it. We've got into their stats. Is this a home or is this in?
That's up at the Rock.
Right, Prudential Center. So it's like, why would you do that? These are the type of games I would play Urson against the Islanders. I would play Urson against. I mean, I don't know about that. But I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. Oh my God, I just stuck. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't like back-to-backs. We don't usually do well in that category. So, and with those two teams, you got the Islanders and then the Devils.
I mean, it's a short trip to go from the island to the Rock. So, yeah. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's still – I think that's like a 4 o'clock and a 7 o'clock, isn't it, or something?
Black Friday is 4 o'clock. The Eagles play at 3 o'clock, and the Flyers are on at 4. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Again, like I keep saying, if you want to call into OCSN landline 302-615-0744. Get her on in there. Don't be shy. I know you're out there. Don't be shy. With that being said, we're going to get into Alley Talk brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. All right, Alley Talks brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. Go to www.ironandsteelthreads.com. Use promo code OLDCITY10 for 10% off site-wide. And a portion of the proceeds go to youth hockey organizations. Let's see. So the first thing we got on the docket today is going to be Delorier in the lineup equals wins. Now, you did get this? Did you get this? Okay, cool. So before the episode, me and Corey were talking about what we were going to talk about, and obviously we both wanted to talk about this because without talking about it, we both brought it up. So now I don't do this much because I don't really want to. I've been quiet for the most part on X or whatever because it's not worth it. But I did see a lot of people asking the question of why are we playing Delorier instead of Gurbenkin. Now, if you're a Flyers Alley listener, if you're a diehard or whatever, faithful listener of Flyers Alley, viewer of Flyers Alley, you know, we're big on Gurbenkin and Delorier. Well, I don't think Gurbenkin has done anything to get himself out of the lineup. It's just, you got to kind of, if you're going to ride the hot horse like you would with like Vladar being the goalie like he's been, you want to play him as much as you are. If I don't know the stats that Corey has them, we have won more games, if not all. I don't know about all of them, but more games won with Delorier in the lineup than Gurbenkin. And that's nothing against Gurbenkin, but that is absolutely a stat. That is an analytical stat that exists.
And I have the number.
So I'm going to throw it over to you, big dog.
If you look at the game last night, I watched it today, obviously, so I'm a little more fresh. If you look at the game last night when TK was already in the box with that with the coincidental penalty for whatever it was, which, by the way, yeah, whatever on that one. Another penalty we won't talk about. I'm done with it. I'm done. I almost did it. I'm not doing it.
Close.
Then Michkov got the 2 for slashing, the 2 for roughing, and then whatever his name from the Devils got the 2 for roughing as well.
Right. Okay.
So that means somebody needed to come into the box to serve one of the 2-minute penalties for Michkov because the Devils went on the power play. Now, if you watch last night, there was a lot of this between the penalty boxes, which means, like I said, somebody needed to come in and serve the 1 2-minute minor for Michkov. Who was that one that came into the box? Delorier. What happened the minute Delorier got into the box? He goes over and he looks like this over at the Devils penalty box. The bullshit stopped.
Right. Yep.
The bullshit stopped.
Yep.
So I went down the little doohickers today, and I looked. Now, mind you, D'Lo's only played 10 games, which he's played half the games. And he's on a pay. I noticed the pattern. He'll play 2 games, he'll sit 1 game. He'll play 2 games, he'll sit 1 game. So he's Delorier in the 10 games that he has played. It's been a win, an overtime win, a shootout win, an overtime loss. There's 1. Keep track.
Okay.
A win, a shootout win, a win, a shootout win, an overtime win, and a loss.
So 2 losses.
The Flyers are 8-2 when D'Lo's in the lineup.
That's outrageous.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
And if you don't believe me, I'll spit the games out real quick. It'll take less than 2 seconds. The only 2 games that the Flyers have lost were on October 9th was a loss, and November 12th was an overtime loss. Those are the only 2 games that Delorier's been in the lineup that they lost.
So the one you got a point. It was overtime.
Still a loss, but yes.
Well,
yes, I'm referring. They still did get a point. Okay. So I'll give you that one.
I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. Just saying, it's
Oh no, I understand.
Lineup, but he's still got a point.
100%.
Okay.
Now, if I go correctly on this one and give me 30 seconds, because it'll take me about that long to pull it up. Okay.
Perfect.
So
Look at that.
Nick Delorier in his 10 points in his 10 games got 10 PIMs. He's got no points. Now, I'm just going to Jesse, I'm going to have to. I have to.
Good.
Hathaway's played 20 games and has no points.
Yeah, I dropped him in fantasy. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that. You dropped him earlier in the week.
No one said anything either. I appreciate that.
It's because we were going to keep our mouths shut. It was your birthday, dude. We weren't going to give you too much shit.
Pissing me off.
Shut up, dude. But no, I it's like you said, though. Grabankin has done everything right to get into the lineup, but I don't think you can afford to take D'Lo out at this point. Dude, you got 1 straight loss with him in his 10 games, 1 overtime loss. You got 8 out of the 10 games was a win. For a dude who averages 10 minutes of ice time a night, he's in the lineup, and I think the guys realize that, hey, I don't know Hathaway's situation. He's still scrummy. I get it.
Yep.
I feel like Sealer's kind of taken a back seat to being aggressive this year.
Yeah.
I know you touched on it last week. Yeah.
Noticeable.
But I'm okay with him sitting every once in a while. And like, if you're going up against a team that doesn't have a real aggressive player, I believe Grabankin should be put in the lineup. Grabankin is a player, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, I could probably pull it up here. Grabankin's played in 12 games. He's got 3 points.
Yeah.
And mind you, in his games that he's played, the Dallas game was his highest of the season for on ice time, and he was at 12 and a half minutes. Everything else he's been 8, 8:30, 9:41, 10:40, 7 minutes. So it's kind of the same thing that I kind of feel about, with the way they did Tuamala. Like, I don't want to forego his talent and just bury him somewhere.
Well, that's why. So G says, should they send Gurbankin down so that he starts playing regular minutes? The type of player that and this actually goes with what you just said. I think the fact that they haven't sent him down says that they're not going to bury him anywhere. And I honestly do think someone, was it you? Someone, I think it was Frank last night, asked me, do you think, I know this is crazy, do you think that the players listen to Flyers Alley? And I said, we've talked about a couple things weeks in advance that have happened the next week that we had talked about on the show, and then they end up doing it.
So you mean like Tippett being unproductive in 9 games and not shooting the puck, and then literally that Tuesday he went out, had a goal, 2 assists, and had 7 shots on goal?
Well, I think it. Well, that's a rough one. That's not the example I want to use. But
I'm going to throw it out. I don't care.
Yeah. I can't think of what they are. We've talked about it before. So I do think that there's validity to it, because I know for a fact that the players do listen to all of them, all of the Flyers pods there are, and I don't see why they wouldn't listen to ours, because it's Flyers Alley. But yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think that what you just said makes a lot of sense about using Delorier and Gurbankin for certain games. Like yesterday, now I said this on Twitter. Like I said, I don't say stuff often. You could bully your way through the Devils game, and that's kind of what they did. Delorier was everywhere. Hathaway was everywhere. Did they fight? No. Nobody wanted the smoke, and that's it. You don't want the smoke. Now, if you're playing someone, like you said, a team, for example, I think, doesn't Tampa Bay have that guy you're talking about? That 6'9" dude. What's
Douglas? They got absolutely ragdolled by Tom Wilson.
So I don't see Delorier coming out of the lineup for that game. I say he's in it, but then I would say for the Devils game again, I would say that you could probably not put Delorier in that game.
I was thinking more Islanders.
Right. Put him in there for the Islanders. Put Gurbankin in there for the Devils, because now you kind of know how to get – all you have to do is get under their skin. You don't even have to fight them. That's all. That's what Delorier and Hathaway did. And as a former fisticuffer, if I don't have to fight and I can just get under your skin, now you know how to do it. So you don't have to have Delorier go out.
I will say, though, getting under somebody's skin is – hey – that is what Hathaway and Delorier do. They are known to be out there to piss you off.
And that's why Hathaway not getting any points, dude. That's why I'm not upset about it. Like, for fantasy, yeah, suck. But, like, he's doing the job. I don't care. Be in the fucking negatives. Do what you're doing.
I can't take it away from Gurbankin either. Gurbankin's a little bit of an irritant, too.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So now Delorier didn't have to fight. So then now you could take that element out, and then you could replace him with Gurbankin. Gurbankin, you can do the same thing. Yeah. No problem. I'm with it. But that also brings me to our next segment of, does it affect this lineup here? Actually, let me switch that, because I'm trying to keep that up on the screen there. The Delorier, Hathaway, Abols line is moved to the third line. I am all about this. I talked about things, it's crazy. I talked about stuff like this a couple years ago. May have been right when you came with us, or the year before, or whatever. I talked about making a banger line higher in the lineup, and I was thrown to the fools. And now here's talking. Now this is a good example of someone listening to Flyers. Just say, you got Delorier, Hathaway, Abols. The second most productive line that we have used to be the fourth line. Now the third line. You have to keep it this way. So you have, I think you really need to, I think the lines are the way they should be now. Now, my only issue here is with the Delorier, Hathaway, Abols line. You're going to take Delorier out of that line and replace him with Gurbankin, and I think it still works. Abols is your let's just say that he's the scorer of that line. Any of these guys can score at any point in time.
He's your point getter. He's your point getter.
Right. So I think this line and all of the lines should stay the same for a long time. See what we got going here. Thoughts on that?
Ride it. Now, like I said though, Delorier's not going to play every single game the rest of the season.
Right.
It's just not. He's basically on pace to play. Well, if he's played 10 out of the 20, so he's basically on pace to play 41 games this year. 82 game season, 41 games. Not bad. Not mad about that. Is it going to be more? Is it going to be less? It could potentially be more, in my opinion.
I think Taka likes it. Yeah, I'm in. I think he's in.
Do I see him even getting 10 points this year? No. Maybe he might have a handful of points. Maybe. But I'm not looking for that out of Delorier. I'm looking for him to, go out and knock a few guys around. If he's got to drop the gloves, he's got to drop the gloves, But to me, Delorier on this team is an unsung hero. He really is. It's, the guys look up to him. That night the Flyers named him player of the game and he put the Bernie mask on. He said, it's a team effort. And he is the epitome definition of a teammate. He really is.
Yep.
The guy knows when the calling comes, he answers. And I tip my hat to him. I understand, he's a professional hockey player. He wants to go out and play, but he knows it's not necessarily his role, but he knows his role as a teammate. And to me, I wish some of the other guys on the team would take that from him.
Yeah.
The way he acts, the way he carries himself, the way he presents himself to the team, the way he interacts with the teammates and stuff. Some other guys on that team could take a page out of his book. But like I said, I don't think at this point the Flyers can afford to go and screw around with that line. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, they're flying high with the way the lines were last night. Stay the same. Till something changes and it drastically changes, stay the same. Not looking for mediocrity here. I want the Flyers to be as aggressive every game as they were last night.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta thank my neighbor for giving my kids Christmas presents. Or,
bro, it's not even Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they're busy.
Okay, somebody gave me Christmas presents at Thanksgiving. Damn.
I didn't even get that. I didn't even get to show you. Check this out. Oh, birthday present. Let me check this
out. Yo!
Look at that motherfucker.
Benny boy on a slipper.
Yeah, that's right.
Savage. I like it.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah, I mean the lineups at this point, you got to keep them for now. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I think switching out. You're definitely keeping Abols and Hathaway. And I know a lot of people besides us really had thought that Abols deserved a spot in the lineup because of his age. And I'm telling you, that's my boy. It's been my boy since we got him. So I mean, yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm more upset about this one here. The Brink Forrester Cates line split up. But I guess it worked last night, so I'm not that upset about it. But my point with this, when they first announced it, when they first did it, was, and no one take offense to this, Brink Forrester and Cates are not talented individually enough to affect another line with just their presence. That line works because they're all in on each other together. But that's when I first heard about it, and I do go by that. But they were humming last night, so I mean, I don't know. It could have been the game, the previous game when they decided to do it. I guess you got to get one game and a couple practices in there, and then you figure it out. So I'm kind of okay with it. I don't know if I would. I think you can go back to that if things start to like fizzle out and you need some score. You can put that back together, and you could go back to that. But right now, man, I mean, I think did you send me what the lineups were the other night in the group chat? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over them right now. So it's where are they?
I sent it in the text, not the Facebook group.
There it is. Yeah, so Brink got moved to the first line with Mitchkoff and Couturier. And Forrester and Kate stayed on the same line with Konechny. So you basically just took Brink and put him on the first line. Everything stayed the same. I'll just go over the rest of them. Like we said, the third line was Delorier, Abols, and Hathaway, and the fourth line was Zegras, Dvorak, and Tippett. Like that line too. I listen. You're not really changing too much here. You move the fourth line to the third line, and the third line to the fourth line, and you took Brink and put him on the first line with Mitchkoff and Couturier. So it sounded like it was different. The only problem that I absolutely had last night was Zamula was back in the lineup. I think Juleson has absolutely earned his keep here. Don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I will say that Zamula didn't really do too much to make me mad last night. So I'm not going to eat my words. I don't think he should be here. Bring someone else up, send him on his way, and just get her done. But yeah, I guess the splitting that lineup is just taking Brink and putting him on the first lines. Not too bad. So I would stay with it. Looks like it's moving here. I am really interested in that fourth line. I'm okay with it, and it does speak to Zegras being okay with being on the fourth line.
I know we had touched on the whole Tippett thing. What are we going to do? Sit him in the press box, bump him down to the fourth line?
Just saying.
And also, I said, okay, yeah, maybe bump him down to the fourth line. My suggestion was limit his playing time. Well,
oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go there.
Love it. Here we go.
Last night was his second lowest ice time of the season.
What was he at?
He was at 15:04. His lowest of the season was against Dallas at 14:18. I said either put him in the press box or limit his ice time. Well, but now that he's starting to produce points, now we're gonna you can't.
Well, it's also like the and now this isn't out of fear. This is just out of me. Like I'm trying to keep my cool as much as possible on social media this year, and it's working out pretty well because I'm just laughing at people.
Hence my treadmill master one. Yep.
Yeah.
What a dick.
What a loser, dude. Yeah, I mean, it comes to the point of I do think, I have heard that when as he does start to generate more, they are going to look to shop him.
Do you think they're going to shop Tippett?
I think they are because it's so I don't know what it is because it sucks because I'm torn between the shopping him and not, but like I'm all about body language and attitude and like I don't know, I just don't. I'm glad that Armin stopped me last week from doing what I was getting ready to do, and he was right about that. Tippett wasn't the one that said what I thought he said in the press conference, but it's a tough situation because if you can offload him, like Russ Joy decided he wanted to poke the bear. I think if you could trade him to Buffalo for Darlene, and obviously you would have to retain some salary. But like, yeah, people call about Tippett, so I don't understand why that doesn't make sense. But
I think
it's there. But at the same time, like if he doesn't want to be here, then don't be here. Because honestly, you had 9 games with 0 points or 1 point. Like that's not acceptable, dude. I'm sorry. Just TK is another one. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I know I'm giving him a pass. I would give him a pass for the rest of the season because of personal things, and I get it. But I think more TK is he's just snake bitten because he has chances, and they're just like, oh,
yeah.
But
the biggest thing with Tippett is it's like you said, somebody's gonna have to take his contract.
Yeah.
The Flyers will have to eat some of it. I agree, but man, $6.25 million till 2032. That's
whoa. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, and that answers the question for you. So, I mean, if Tippett didn't want to be here, he wouldn't have signed that. I mean, you don't just decide. And that's a tough thing to talk about. Is do you want to be here? His body language tells me no. I mean,
I'll go on a real far fetch here for you.
Whoa. Hold up, Brandon. Hold on. That's not it, but
that's not it. I'm far-fetched. That's not even close.
Well, I got something.
There seems to be some kind of relationship with the Flyers and the Ducks.
Yeah.
There seems to be. There is a feller out in Anaheim who I just so happen to have on fantasy. Who has a contract that is expiring at the end of this year. He's a very 24-year-old young forward by the name of Leo Carlson.
Oh, man. What's he doing?
29 points in 22 games. Has no contract for next year.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be that relationship with the Ducks. We got Drysdale. We got Zegras. Does something crazy happen? If you're going to trade him, I don't believe that the Flyers are going to trade him. But could you throw a package deal in? Like almost make it worth the while that the Ducks would be like, oh, we'd have to. By the way, the Ducks are $18 million of cap space. They have a lot of money to play with.
Give me 1 second. I may be freezing here, but give me a second. There's a reason for it.
There you hang.
Leo Carlson, that's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Back, sorry. What's he on now? I'm sorry. I was doing something. I'm sorry. I had to add something in.
Oh, sorry. The Ducks currently have $16.794 million of cap space.
Okay. So
and they're going to need to do some signings because first off, Cutter Gauthier is a restricted free agent for them next year. They're not letting him go.
He's not going anywhere, dude. He's there for life.
Nope.
And they're on a tear. So, I mean.
Yeah. And Olin Zellweger, Ian Moore, Jacob Trouba, Radko Gudas.
Yep.
That's 5 of your 6 defensemen do not have contracts for next year either.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Trouba's 31. Gudas is 35.
Trouba's not going anywhere. Gudas might, I don't know. He might go somewhere.
35. He might retire.
Yeah. He's going to go somewhere. He's not going to be there.
The Butcher's going to go back home.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, though, Jansen Harkins, Leo Carlson, Cutter Gauthier, Ross Johnson, Ryan Poehling, those guys do not have contracts for next year. I mean, Paling's hurt and he only costs you $2 million. But what I'm saying now is Carlson's going to cost you money. Oh, by the way, I lied to you. Leo Carlson's 20 years old.
So I don't think Carlson's going to go anywhere. And I don't
either, but I just said I got the most far-fetched dream possible.
Well, I got one for you, and that's what I was just inputting. And last week, those two didn't get it. They didn't hear what I was saying.
Armin and Wade?
Yeah, they we were talking about, did you hear this about Quinn Hughes? And you can barely hear me in the background because those two were swallowing the mic. You just couldn't hear me. And I was like, someone, hello, like you guys not remember what I said? Well, I'm gonna remind you what I said. Canucks think it's better to trade Quinn Hughes this season if he doesn't want to commit to a long-term contract. Now, someone, don't know who that was, but some guy that has literally been like 9-0, said that the Flyers were going to sign Tocchet, and I was wrong. Oh, I was right. Way ahead of time, time-stamped. Flyers going after Quinn Hughes. They are. That's what's happening. Regardless of whether you want to believe it or not, that's what's going to happen. I know we had talked about it, and you did break down how many contracts they're going to be to pay for when we do have that $54 million. You could still sign Quinn Hughes, but you're also going to be getting rid of contracts as well. We're not re-signing Urson. That's not going to happen. No. I can almost guarantee you're going to see probably Kolosov backing up Vladar or Bjarnason. I do also think we need to get that young stud goalie over here ASAP. I've discussed that numerous times.
Yegor's a Graven.
Yeah, let's get him over here. Get him acclimated with North America hockey at a young age, not when he's 30. Let's get that. I won't get into that either because that's a whole thing too. Here comes Brandon. I would trade Owen Tippett to Vancouver for Hughes. I don't know. That might be a thing. And he also said, don't forget, but after this year, Vladar is our only goalie too. Now, that's it. That's what's happening. So that's what's happening.
The goalie situation I'm not worried about because for next year, it's either going to be Kolosov or it's going to be Bjornsson.
And that brings us to this here now. Tocchet so far. What's your grade on Tocchet so far?
I give him a B.
Yeah.
I give him a B.
Year one?
Year one, 20, 21 games in. I give him the B so far. Yeah. I mean, I understand they started the season talking about, well, it's going to be this, that, and the other with Urson and Vlad and everything like that. But he understands it now that Vladar is your number one goalie and will be the number one goalie.
Are you're using the score now, right?
I'm using the score and a bunch of other stuff, yes.
But you are using the score. So you do
I've jumped back and forth with it, yes.
These are little things that I say. So one thing, I'm a master of process of elimination. And if it's if you give me a question and you provide multiple choice, I'm going to get that too. So like, I obsess over it. So my thing is, if you notice when they do the goalies, right, and they say expected. Now at the beginning of the season, it was Urson's expected. And then when Vladar would go in, they would change it, a couple hours before the game. You got to notice right now, every single game is expected to be Vladar.
Notice that because I have Vladar on fantasy too. It's the same thing.
He's the number one.
Projected. Just
announce it. Just announce it. You don't have to, but just announce it.
I don't think they need to announce it. I think it's implied. I guess is probably the better way to put that now.
Yeah.
Or assumed. Yeah. Assumed is probably the better word than implied.
I just think and it's a little thing. Brandon says he gives Tocchet a B+ for the season so far. I'll get into mine in a second. I think it's not something that you need to do, but for me, I think it's something you need to continuously do to have some transparency with the fan base. Let them know the little things that you're not letting them know. Let them know that Vladar is number one. Yeah, he is. That's what's going on. Urson's the backup, and we're gonna give you a little taste of Kolosov every 15 games.
I will,
if needed. Sorry.
One of the things that still kind of bothers me, and this has nothing to do with Tocchet. I know we're on this subject.
Yep.
Dude, you don't hear a mouse fart about Ristolainen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in general. I was screaming at the TV. I was like, Tocchet, you get mad for the love of God.
Oh, he came a little. He had a little bit of a flashback moment there when he put his hand on top of somebody's head last night and was yelling at the referee with the Mitchkov double minor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe those exact words were, "That's a bullshit call and you know it."
Okay, I must have missed that, but
it happens.
My grade on Tocchet's going to be an A. I don't see. First off, he's my guy, and I did clarify with the old folks, with the parents. One of the first Flyers I ever watched was Rick Tocchet, and John LeClaire, and whatever. I mean, but it was Rick Tocchet was the first one I heard in my life. Was big on the signing. Big. I love the signing because I mean he is with the. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be the coach for the Flyers when and if they win the Stanley Cup, but I mean he's on to a good fucking start here. They look like an absolute different team. And the best thing is the players that he has right now are the players that we were all questioning with Torts. Like, oh, is this going to work out? Like, I have more faith in Tocchet being the coach that will bring us to at least be the bridge coach. It's going to either bring us that much closer to a Stanley Cup, or he may be the coach. This is year one. We're within year one, and things are small things are happening, just like the Vladar thing. We're not playing Erson. We're playing Vladar. We're playing Delorier, and it's working. The defense playing Juleson instead of Zamula. Like they just weren't doing stuff like that made sense last year. And I will say that, and this does go into Frank's question: do the Flyers or does the Flyers organization listen to Flyers Alley? I think they do, because we've been all of a sudden this season we've really been hammering the Zamula thing, and what do? They start playing Juleson and they sit Zamula, and so I think it is. So Rick Tocchet and even the Flyers organization themselves, they get A+ from me. They're doing everything they can with what they have, and like G just said, power play is watchable.
It's so much better.
I mean,
that's because
who'd they get rid of? Who'd they get rid of that we were talking about? Who said that last year? I think Flyers Alley said that last year. I think we said, I mean, if you want your power play to get better, probably get rid of Rocky. And then, and now what?
Guy never had a power play goal in his life, but he was our power play coach. Come on.
Just saying. All right, we got to move on. All right. When do we sign Ziggy? When do we sign Zegras? I'll let you jump on that because it was implemented by you. It's coming. I know it's coming
from now to New Year's. Maybe over Christmas break.
Second week of December.
Just before Christmas break. Okay.
I think it's going to happen soon.
I don't know
what it will be.
The way he's playing, I don't think he's the type of player that sits there and harps and go, I kind of need a contract. I don't think he's that kind of player.
That kid don't give a shit, dude. He's cool. That kid is cool as a cucumber, man. That's why last week I was harping on Wade. Like, this isn't aging well, dude. Like, it's not. What you did right there is wrong. It's just not how it is. But I think it's going to be. Mid-December, the second week of December, because I know it's been talked about. If you listen to the right areas, it's been talked about that it's coming. They're already talking. So,
well, I'm just gonna I'll throw back to punching Frank Saravalli in the face.
Do that. Here for that.
Even he said you have to sign Zegras. But here's where my punch back to him comes.
He said something about signing Zegras.
Oh, he agrees signing Zegras 100%. Yeah. Him and Rush Joy both said sign Zegras. Sign Zegras.
He actually said something knowledgeable.
Yeah, look at the guy. How can you not re-sign him? Right. Here's where my punchback comes to him. He said $7 million a year.
$7 million. What's he make now?
He is currently at 575. But let's hold on. Let's go through these other contracts. Now, mind you, these are not Danny Briere contracts.
Okay.
With the cap space going up, with what we have in cap space currently,
Which is what?
We are currently sitting at $9.84 million.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you also have to remember, we retained $3.57 million from Kevin Hayes. We retained $1.5 million from Scott Lawton, and we still have $1.77 million from Cam Atkinson.
Oh,
Yep. Hold on. So that's money right there.
that fucking hurt.
And all of those go off the table next year. And we got rid of Ryan. We got rid of Ellis's contract too. So what I'm saying though is, and I'm gonna throw this out. I don't care what anybody says. Like I said, these are not.
G says he said not until after the season to make sure this isn't a fluke. Laugh a lot. Hey, and then there you go.
It could be, but I don't. This is a player that is not going to have a fluke season, just in my opinion. But like I said, though, Sarah Valley said $7 million a year, 7 to 7.15, I believe, or 7.35. No shot. No shot. Connect these. TK's making 8.75. Coots is making 7.75. Tippett's making $6.2 million.
Now you're doing it. There you go.
Sandheim's making 6.25. Cam York's making 5.15.
Right. He's gonna be the highest paid flyer.
Risto's getting paid 5.1.
Yeah, he's gonna be the highest paid flyer.
I really do believe his ceiling will probably be at $9.5 million, maybe 10.
I'm gonna join you at 9. Yeah, I'll even follow you a little bit. Take some shrapnel for you at a 9.5. 10. Whoa. But if I agree with the fluke statement just to cover their asses. I do agree with that. If he gets hurt here suddenly, knock on wood, he does get hurt here. There it is. That's categorized down into the fluke statement.
Okay.
I'm with that. The signing and the amount of money by play, yeah. I mean, 9.5. That's where it is. You did exactly what you got to do. That's exactly the reason, and that's how you know it's true. What you just said right there is 100% accurate. He's going to be the highest paid flyer, regardless of whether it's 9 or who's the highest paid flyer right now.
I believe it was TK.
Is it TK?
2 seconds. I'll be able to tell you.
Yeah, okay.
TK at 875.
Yeah, and what's he doing?
Not a whole lot.
You know?
Where I was going to go with my next point with, how much money he was going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I understand these
6 million. Is that what you said to me? They said 6 million.
No, I think they said 7 to 7.35 or something.
No way.
He's getting 6 million now.
Yeah, he's just okay.
So
sorry.
I understand the little stats I'm about to throw out here. Now this is just for this year.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, hey there.
You bald-headed bugger.
Whoa.
Not you. Shut up. These numbers I'm going to give you, yes, I understand they're for this year and this year only. Don't anybody try and come at me because I'm stating it now. It's for this year and this year only, these numbers.
Got it.
Draisaitl is the highest NHL player this year of AAV at $14 million.
Sure as fuck is a McDavid. I'll tell you.
McDavid's at 12.5.
Yeah. 2 years.
Mitch Marner at 12 million. McKinnon at 12.6. Austin Matthews at 13.25. Now, while Draisaitl is the highest AAV, Kaprizov in 26-27 will be the highest paid AAV at $17.15 million. Holy hell.
Minnesota
That's
just can't
disgusting.
they just can't get out from under that shit, dude.
That is a disgusting contract.
That's not going to age well. That's not going to age well, dude.
So, but this is for this year. Draisaitl, Matthews, McKinnon at 12.6, McDavid at 12.5, Marner at 12 million, Mikko Rantanen at 12 million. I'll do top 15 just real fast because this is, I think, needing to be known. Panarin at 11.65 million. Artemi Panarin, really? Elias Patterson, 11.6. Erik Karlsson, 11.5. William Nylander, 11.5. Igor Shesterkin, 11.5. Pasternak, 11.25. Drew Doughty, 11 million. Rasmus Dahlin, 11 million. Evan Bouchard, 10.5. Jonathan Huberdeau, 10.5. Alex Barkov with the Panthers, 10 million. Jack Eichel, 10 million. Bobrovsky, 10 million. Tyler Seguin, 9.85 million. So you're telling me he's going to fall somewhere in the realm, according to Frank Saravalli.
Right now sucks, dude.
Sorry. I was like something.
Connor Hellebuck is currently at 8.5 million. So let's just go to the closest winger. Just a winger, not a center, a winger. Nikolai Ehlers at 8.5 million. You're telling me Zegras doesn't justify getting paid more than Nikolai Ehlers?
Right.
Get the hell out of here. Come on. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's the bullshit that we were talking about with these guys just talking about whatever they want just to get a click. You're an idiot.
And that is the absolute truth. Like that's why I was saying to you earlier. I said that's how you know that you're right. Because you literally connected all the dots and that's it. After G did say that they said, I didn't know that they said that he was going to wait till after the season. I will find out if it's just not signed and it's done. I'll do what I can to get the info out because they're already talking. I know they're already talking. I know that for a fact that they're already talking.
You think the contract's printed? It's just he's going to wait till the end of the season to sign.
It might not. It all depends on how it all depends. But
that's what I'm saying. It could be.
That's a positive thing. Zegras thing, positive. Like what's going on with him. We're gonna get into a negative thing here, and I'm gonna upset a lot of people. So the warning is it is what it is, but is it? So so I know Michkov scored last night. Okay. I get it. I have a problem. So the Grace kids, Tyler goes to the press box. Leah is taking pictures. Awesome video, by the way. I know you saw it.
Fantastic job, kid.
It was just something about the Don't Fear the Reaper. I put that on top of it because she said that she was having trouble with keeping the quality of the video. I was like, let me hold on real quick. Here you go.
Let me do it.
Yeah, it gave me goosebumps. It was just perfect.
Oh, it was phenomenal. She does a hell of a job, man.
Yeah.
Like you always post that we got the best in the biz.
We have the best in the biz for sure. So their dad I work with, and he went to the game. Leah's boyfriend Tyler was up in the press box. Leah was taking pictures, and he had said something to me that I had been talking about. He was like, Jess, I was able to look down on Michkov and see things that you don't see on TV. He's just out of position all the time. And I have been screaming this shit for a while here. And a while means like a week. So there was a play, and I don't know what game it was. It wasn't that game. It wasn't the Blues game. It was the game before that. But this did happen in the Blues game. And I started noticing it the prior game, whatever it was. Dallas, I guess. I forget who it was. Anyway, someone had the puck, and he was legitimately on their ass. Now basically the same play that Dvorak and Sanheim been riding with, which totally successful, but there's there's space between them, a good amount of space between them for him to be able to pass it back. Michkov was it looked like Michkov was going to take the puck from one of our players. He's on them like that. So my problem is One, get in position. Get on the other side of the fucking ice and get in position. Do what you're supposed to be doing. That's one thing. But the example is that he's not playing team hockey. And I hate that everybody's ignoring his scouting reports and everybody's ignoring the concerns that his coaches in the KHL had, where he doesn't fucking listen to anybody. He doesn't listen to anybody. And I can promise you that Tocchet is not telling him to be out of position. No one will tell you be out of position. Now, everybody that's listened to Flyers Alley when he was on his way, before he got here, so on and so forth, whatever you want to do. When the Mitchkov mania started, we weren't talking about it. I refused to talk about it until he got here. And he got here, so let's see what he got. Last year, lit the world on fire. I'm with it. Not going to say no to goals. He was good. This year, whatever happens, and I'm not here talking about his performance this year. He's doing what he's got to do when he's got to do it, and I'm cool with it. My problem is he's not listening. He's playing out of position, and he's a typical Russian player. That I said that to you guys the other night. Russian players are very selfish. They just are. Malkin, if he's not engaged in the play, he will skate away and go to the bench if the puck's nowhere near him. Ovi does it all the time, a whole season. And I get he was chasing the record, but it's an example. The whole season, they were feeding him the puck so he could get the record. I'm with it. That's cool. But that's not all whatever happened. Does he throw checks? Yeah. Is he physical? Cool. When he's going after, if the puck's nowhere near him, he's out. Kaprizov, same thing.
Ovi is a prime candidate of that.
Panarin, another one.
No, don't even.
What do they all have in common? They're all Russian players.
Ovi is the prime example of this. And I told my uncle lives in Alexandria, Virginia, the great 8, big Capitals fan, which, by the way, I love going down to the Capitals arena when the Flyers play down there. And I have been to TD Garden for a Flyers Bruins game. And nice. I have also been to Madison Square Garden for a Flyers Rangers game. I'd like to get out to Pittsburgh. I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Frank was just talking about that last night.
What, going out to Pittsburgh?
He said I would like to just go to an away game. He's just never been.
I still would like to go to the Prudential Center. I've been to the Prudential Center, but not for a Flyers game. But I'm getting off track here because I'm squirrel.
Right.
The problem. Don't laugh. The problem with Ovechkin is like I said, my uncle lives in Virginia. We've gone to many Flyers Capitals games, and I can tell you, the one year I'll see if I can find it, but it was like the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Like, his stats the one year just made me want to throw up.
Yeah.
He had
about Ovi?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had in 2013, 2014, he played 78 games. He had 51 goals and 28 assists. He was a minus 35.
Woo. Hello.
Now, then you go 2009, 2010. Yeah, I had 109 points. You were only a plus 45. Now, I say only a plus 45. But, dude, you had 109 points, and you were a plus 45. There's a big margin for your plus-minus ratio there.
Right. And that's the point. I mean,
if you didn't have the puck or you weren't on a breakaway or this or that or the other, you were not interested. If it was not between the face-off dot and the top of the circle on a power play with your stick up in the air like you're McCracken from Slapshot, you wanted nothing to do with it. You don't back check. And that is unfortunately the Russian style of play.
And none of them do. Yeah, none of them do that.
My father has been telling me that for years, and he says it all started with what was it? I forget what it was. What was that? What was that line? What was that line with Detroit? The Russian connection or something?
Oh yeah, the The Red Army line.
Yeah. My father says it all started. He says it started before that, but he says it was a big thing in the NHL with those guys. He goes, no back check, 0.
Yeah, and that's Mitch. I wish he would just do what he's told. That's all. But at the same time, I'm big about accountability just in general. So like, you know, and I did say it to you guys, it may have been a little much. Send him down to Lehigh. I know no one wants to hear that. Any other player that does some weird shit like that, doesn't listen to the coach, he's at least going to get benched. You know, do something drastic here because the kid's got to learn. I mean, he's young too. Is he scoring? Yeah. Is he like he was last year? No. But like at the same time, that's cool. If this is his version of the sophomore slump, I'm with it. But you got to play in position, dude. Like I don't see what you can't. And my main thing too about it is everybody was torching Couturier for what he said in that press conference. I agree with everything he said.
He hit the nail on the head. You're
cheating the play for yourself, and that's not how it works here. And everybody wants to baby Mitchkov for what? Okay, so we could excuse me. So we can talk about Tippett not having a 0.9 games, but why is no one putting together what when Mitchkov doesn't do anything? Now
they're crucifying him because Mitchkov's not getting paid the $7 million. Okay, but what about next year when he needs a contract?
Greg Montour says, sounds like my defense. No back check. Yeah.
By the way, that's the greatest thing. I love how Greg changes his profile picture to him playing goalie wearing a Flyers jersey. I love it.
They're gone. All right, let's stop with the rant and then let's get into some good stuff. We're almost kicking 2 hours here. But here's what it is. I don't have time. Sunday. Let's go. Get into Beauty of the Week. All right, Beauty of the Week is brought to you by Warlord Beard Oil. Go to www.warlordbeardoil.com. Use promo code OLDSPORTS in all caps for 15% off site-wide. And any orders over $65 get you free shipping. Yeah, Beauty of the Week. Brandon, Greg, I know you're out there. Give us your Beauty of the Week. You can call in, too, if you want. Give us your Beauty of the Week at 302-615-0744 for the OCSN landline. It's on during the entire rest of this season and the rest of this episode. So, Corey, what do you got for Beauty of the Week?
I got to go Vladar.
Yep.
I got to go Brink.
Okay.
And I'll throw Forrester in there. And I'm going to do an honorable mention.
Okay.
The Flyers front office for the Bernie Parent Memorial. That was, dude. It was nice. If they showed a picture of all the Broad Street guys in the box and everything like that, and it was nice. It was nice to see those guys. I understand it's a bad situation, but yeah, Bobby Clark had me watering up, man.
Yeah, it's a good one. It was I made the girls. They were doing something. They were getting their Flyer stuff on before the game, and I made them come in. Me and Frank were sitting there watching. Obviously, we came in. They were asking questions. They know who Bernie is, and they were like, "Oh, they didn't even know he passed away." So I had to explain that to a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. Literally thinking the Flyers live forever. So it was pretty cool. But at the same time, yeah, Bobby Clark just definitely knocked it out of the park. You definitely are good with that one. That's a spicy one. Timmy Flyers guy chimes in. Hey guys, Timmy, great win last night. Got a little dicey in the third, but I'm glad they got the win for Bernie. Absolutely. Brandon chimes in, says his butte is Vladar. Greg Montour chimes in, Vladar, Forrester, and Brink. And Timmy chimes in and says we need better backup for Vladar. Yeah, so I mean, mine's going to be I like Delorier's play. It's proven that he belongs here. He belongs in the lineup. And I know that the great one did say stats are for losers, but when you got a known enforcer being an important piece of a line that is now the third line, you got to give credit where credit's due. So yeah, I'm giving my third to Delorier. Second's gonna be Forrester. I'll give it to him. Actually, you know what, Forrester / Brink, but my number one's Cates. Cates is, I mean, I don't know how much
I was waiting for it. I
don't know how much you pay attention to the OCSN Facebook Messenger thing. I have it on mute. I know. If you're smart, you have it on mute. But so yeah, it's tough. Tough stuff.
I don't know. I keep going gray. Like I don't like it.
It's better than orange. Wade's like orange sometimes in here. I gotta mess with that. But yeah, Dalton was asking from between the benches. He was asking how underrated is Noah Cates. He's absolutely 100% underrated.
Yeah.
You know, the Cates Brink Forrester line, you know, he was like the last one you ever hear them talk about. Mind you, I am going to give Gritty Frank a little shout out here because unlike like me, he had something to say last night, and I've been saying it for a little while. Just gotta give him a little shout out, but I'm getting a little fucking tired of Jim Jackson here. Okay, I'm getting a little fucking tired of it. Some of the shit that he's saying, dude, I'm getting tired of it. I don't like the little snide comments that he's throwing in there. And it goes in what I'm talking about. You never hear him talk about Cates. Boucher's got to bring it up. Now I know that they have like kind of a scripted thing going on, but like, come on. So
I'm a big fan of Boucher.
I'm a huge fan, dude. Hand the reins over. You know, and I'll come up and I'll do it for, you know, 80,000 a year.
There's no shot.
The
Flyers would get thrown off of TV.
I cannot curse. I can do it.
Yeah, so could the fridge. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't go well.
Oh, is that what happened?
Fedor? Yeah. I don't look. Don't quote. I heard a couple of times he's let some things slip, but I don't think
Philadelphia, man. FCC can handle it. Whatever.
They got it.
But just saying. I used to be a huge fan of him, and now I don't know. It's not for a case of tasty cakes anymore. I don't know. Something's wrong. I don't like what he's saying.
Don't even do that with tasty cakes. I got a big problem with them. I got those peanut butter ones.
Yeah, the best. Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah, I got a whole box of them.
Yeah,
I had 3 of them that only had 1 in it.
What?
Oh, dude, shafted.
I take that personally because I used to live in Oxford where the Tasty Cake factory was.
Are you kidding me? I took it personally.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm standing there. I got a whole box of them, and I pulled the first one out, and I'm like, I think I'm missing something here. And then like 3 days, and then like 3 days later, I go and pull another one out, and I'm like, dude, get to the end of the box, which is like heartbreaking enough as it is. The last one in there, 1 left in the package.
Yeah, I'm missing some.
Yeah, took it very personally.
Yeah, so taste. That's not what we were talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I got an issue, and Frank agreed with me last night. So like, I know it's not just me. I'm a little tired of it. But Noah Cates is my number one. He's an outstanding player. I do remember. I think I've maybe talked about it once or twice. I'm also a big fan of his brother. I think he's buried in the AHL somewhere, which I think Rockford was the last place I saw him. Rockford Ice Hogs, I think it is. I remember I was trying to get him for an interview, and I kept getting his last name wrong. And I think it's Minnesota Duluth is where he was at, and they kept telling me, I kept calling him Noah Coates. I'm like, they're like, we have no idea who you're talking about. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get this kid on there, and I was never able to get him. But
Stillwater, Minnesota, nice. Okay,
yeah,
he is still currently with the Rockford Ice Hogs.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But yeah.
Currently at 18 games played, 8 points, 6 penalty minutes.
Yes. I like him. I don't care. By the way, let's move on to Moron of the Week. We got a nice one here. So yeah.
Oh boy.
What the f***? Where's that sound coming from?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Moron of the Week is brought to you by Olde City Sports. So, just that's what we do. Also, Timmy Flyers guy agrees. Jim Jackson doesn't take this game seriously, but I think Gene Hart was the best, and also Doc Emmerich. I'm giving Boosh the reins. I think that's going to happen at some point, and I just don't like Jim Jackson's hair. I'm just going to put it that way.
I really enjoyed when Doc called a game.
Yeah, he's all right. All right, here we go. More on the week. Boom. All right. From Flyers Talk, imagine that. We're also not going to tell you who gives us the Flyers Alley Moron of the Week. I am not in that group. I don't have time for the mutants. I'm not in there. We're also not sharing our stuff to it anymore. Anyway, so as is in the Flyers group on Facebook, Flyers Talk group, Travis L. Wolf. Today's discussion, the Flyers need a fourth line. D'Lo, Abels, and Hathaway. This is great because this just didn't age well at all. Hathaway all have 0 points. They have contributed absolutely nothing to this team so far this season. And before you all fanboys start crying, they only play 6 minutes a game. The fourth line needs to be able to produce something in 19 games. They have produced absolutely 0 points. Gurbenkin is the only one that has done something playing on the fourth line. That guy needs to be in the lineup every game. Abels is a career AHLer. D'Lo is a dying breed that doesn't work in the NHL. And that is such a bold fucking statement. Oh, my God. D'Lo is a dying breed that doesn't work in the NHL anymore. And Hathaway maybe needs a change of scenery. In my opinion, if the Flyers want to win more games, they need a fourth line. If you don't believe me, look at teams that have players on the fourth line that are scoring. It's a bonus if the fourth line can score, takes the pressure. I got to take this off here. Takes the pressure off of the top line guys. So, again, if you want to call into OCSN landline 302-615-0744, tell us what you think. Because this is a great example of the reason why the phone line's on. This is fucking crazy, dude. So, I don't. And the guy that sends us the stuff, you knew that this is gonna throw me into a fucking tizzy. I appreciate it. You want to take a stab at that, or what do you want to do here? I mean,
I want to slam my laptop shut.
I'm just gonna say that. I mean, that message in itself was an absolute clickbait. That was. I mean, I get what he's saying, but the fact that that's been one of the most generating lines of, I wouldn't say scoring, but it scored the other night when it was moved to the third line. So
I'm just gonna say this: 8-1-1 with D'Lo in the lineup.
Exactly.
You got nothing else. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, we got that out of the line.
You know what, dude? Go be a Rangers fan.
Definitely be a West Coast hockey fan. That's outrageous, dude. Yeah, you got yourself there on that Moron of the Week. Good job. What is it? Travis L. Wolf of Flyers Talk. Yeah, that's exactly where you belong, because that's asinine. All right, let's move on to the turnpike and start making our exit out of here today. All right, Turnpike is brought to you by you're all revved up. Turnpike is brought to you by Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill, PA. Get at www.chickiesandpete's.com. Check out what they got going on over there. Good food, good beer, good atmosphere. I made that up. You're like, yeah, pretty fucking cool. I just made that up right now. Yeah, we'll be there after the New Year covering some Flyer stuff. We weren't able to make the Black Friday thing happen, but we're getting her done. So go check out what they got going on over there. Beauty of the week, Turnpike. What do you think, Corey? Who's it going to be? Make this short and sweet. Brandon, Greg, whatever. G, Timmy. Let us know. Turnpikes, who you want who you want out of here.
I still got to get rid of Zamola.
Yeah, now that he's back, get out of here.
I can't stand looking at him. Just that
very confused.
That look on his face, like, did I put my skates on the right feet? I can't do it, dude. I can't do it with him. I mean, yeah, he had a productive game last night. That's one out of the god awful atrocious. Thank you.
All right, Zamula's he's starting to take the reins here.
I can't deal with him anymore, man. And his contract still pisses me off.
Yeah. What's he at? $1 million?
Zamula? No shot.
I see. Hello. What's he? The league man?
No. 1.7.
That's awfully close to 2.
It's about $1 million over what he maybe deserves.
That should not be that close to $2 million. Yeah, Greg Montour says Zamula as well. Unfortunately, got to throw him in there. It's got to be Zamula for me too. It's not even like a personal thing. It's just that's a problem when you're playing him.
He doesn't fit here anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't able to really hone in on his play last night because we were just humming so much. It was celebration time in the Bell household. But I was able to look a little bit, and he didn't seem like he was doing too much wrong. But in a game like that, you really got to he's riding the coattails of the win. So it's got to be Zamula for me too.
Yeah, like I said, he doesn't fit here anymore. Let's see here. Zamula has played 9 games here, and he's only got 1 point.
Oh boy!
And to be honest with you, his ice time is bad as it is. Okay, yeah, he was a +5 last night. You did nothing to contribute to the +5. You got no points. You played 14 minutes and 18 seconds last night. Your last game was against Calgary back in November 2nd. You played 12 minutes, 50 seconds. November 1st, you played 12:23. Pittsburgh, you played 11:54. Ottawa, you played 11:19. Seattle, you played 16:03. Dude, I don't care anymore. Noah Juleson is half your money, and I believe he's a better player. So,
yeah, I gotta agree with you. Get him out of here.
Bing bong.
All right, let's move on to Dust Up. Brought to you by Polish Commercial Cleaning.
Saxophone's a good touch, dude.
I know. I love that. That's the summer song. Going down to the beach. All right. Dust Up's brought to you by Polish Commercial Cleaning. It's Armin's ladies company, so we're definitely hiring her to spruce up the studio. So I need that done. So could be good stuff. And if you need cleaning done, check her out on social media at Polished Commercial Cleaning. She does have a Facebook, which is what I latch onto. You get to see what she's got going on over there. She definitely gets it done. We were given one from We Are Credentialed with the Wheeling Nailers. Unfortunately, the only team that we're not credentialed with in the Flyers organization is Reading. I just don't have anybody out there, so I'm just not doing it. But we have Tommy Budnick and for the Wheeling Nailers going up against Burke on Reading. So let's get that paper go. Oh, we're not. I guess you're not.
We're not. Oh.
All right. Well, start them up there, and then you did send me one. I just don't support. I don't support Florian Jack-Eye. I did like that one. If you guys do want to check that out, it's Florian Jack-Eye against some other guy I've never heard of on the Maple Leafs, but they were throwing them pretty good.
I only sent that one because it's funnier than hell. You see Florian Arbor's father standing there clapping. Arbor Jakai's banging his stick on the bench, and there's their mother just.
Yeah, she's probably not a fan of anything.
With the short Karen looking haircut.
Yeah, I'm not.
She looks like the what was the? All right.
Well, throw it at her. Huh?
Yeah, I don't care. What was the little green secretary's name in Monsters Inc. with the glasses? I'm watching you, Zazowski.
And then
Roz.
Yeah,
that's what his mother looked like with the short haircut and the glasses.
Katie with the assist in the back.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Whatever, I don't care. What are they going to do? Fight me?
No.
Be the only one to fight me.
They're not going to do it. That's a good one. Like I said, though, Florian, it's a good one. I don't support Jack guys anymore. Just you guys are frauds. Anyway, this is another one that I picked up. I went and looked through the week. Peyton Krebs against Puck Holzen, and it was pretty all right. There's no sound either. For some reason, there was no sound. I don't know why. And it's brought to you by hockeyfights.com. It's not our content, by the way.
Give credit.
Yeah, give credit. Big fan of them. Yeah, they like start up behind the thing here, behind the goal, and Peyton Krebs just decides to start throwing.
Trey podcast in there, really?
Sorry for the podcast, and you'll be able to watch it on. Yeah, look, he just starts randomly starts jabbing him.
The linesman in there, I'm gonna tell you, you hit the linesman, dude. It's a suspension.
He backs off. Here it goes. Puck Holzen just turns it on.
Oh. Unfortunately, there's a couple that landed solid on the back of the helmet, but God, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. I like that.
You big dummy.
Yep. It's always a good time and dust up. Like we talked about the other week, people were talking about how they don't like the fighting and such and all that, but it's still here. It's not going anywhere. Just like the moron of the week, dying breed. Yeah. I don't know.
Go watch cricket or pickleball. Nobody cares.
So definitely start watching something else. But yeah. Final thought here. You got anything to wrap her up here at almost 2 hours? Got a week here.
Good episode, Jess.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming in from where you're at. I didn't want to tell people. Oh, you can get. Oh, I wasn't.
Good old Frederick, Maryland.
There you go. Yeah, it's always a good time in the alley. I'll tell you what, our listens on the podcast end are like fucking getting astronomical, and I like it because Elon fucking up on Twitter for us. So, is what it is. Got one last comment. Let's see what we got here. Brandon, I was just getting ready to say, have a good Thanksgiving, guys. Yeah, you are going to see something. Craig Montour says, take day off of Santa. I'm with it. Let's do it. Oh, he's been playing good lately. Can't do it.
Off the front or the back of the jersey? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. I shouldn't have said that.
It's okay. Yeah, it is the week of Thanksgiving's coming up here, starting tomorrow. So everybody be safe and such. I do expect to be here Sunday after Thanksgiving. I don't know who's going to be with me. I'll be here. Everybody's cycling out, which I am enjoying. So you are going to see the living room show pop back here. That is happening. So, but yeah, make sure you guys go and if you're listening and watching on Twitter, X, and on our Instagram, on Olde City's Instagram, make sure you go to Facebook.com/Flyers Alley, on Instagram at Flyers Alley Pod 1 if you aren't already there. And at our Instagram for Old City. Sorry, just spaced out there. But make sure you guys go to YouTube at Old City Sports Network. Subscribe if you're a content creator. We will do a sub for a sub. Click the little bell. Make sure you guys do that to get notified whenever we're live. G, have a happy Thanksgiving too, dude. Thank you for coming through.
I'll see you on Thursday.
Make sure next week, guys, everyone that's watching here, you chime in. Call into the OCSN landline at 302-615-0744. Tell us what you guys are thinking. And also, you can do it when we're not live, and you can leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on next week's show. If they start pulling in here, we'll pull a segment. But with that being said, that was episode 6 of season 8 of Flyers Alley, and we will see you guys after you all stuff your faces in Thanksgiving. But show now.